Hey, welcome back. I'm so glad to see you today. I hope you're having a wonderful, fun, restful, energized, whatever you either a restful summer or an opposite of that, an energized summer. If anything, I hope we can energize you today for a few minutes on multiplying fractions. We've talked about adding fractions. We've talked about subtracting fractions. So today, let's get into multiplying fractions. But first, let's start with 4/16. And let's see if we can reduce 4/16. 4 and 16 have a common factor of 4. So if we use the common factor of 4, 4/16 becomes 1/4. Excellent. You're off to a good start. How about 6/8? Common factor of 2. So we're going to divide both the numerator and the denominator by 2. And 6/8 becomes 3/4. These are equivalent fractions. 3/4 can be turned into 6/8. 6/8 can be reduced to 3/4. All right, here we have 6/9. Let's use the common factor of 3, and let's divide the numerator and the denominator by 3. And 6/9 then turns into 2/3. If we had 2/3 and we wanted to multiply the numerator and the denominator by 3, we have 6/9. If we want to divide by 3, we have 2/3. Again, those are equivalent fractions. We left off last lesson with 4/9 plus 2/3 plus 5/18. I gave you the hint that you had to make common denominators, and that denominator would be 18. All right, so 5/18 remains 5/18. 3 goes into 18 6 times, so let's multiply by 6. Multiply by 6, and we have 2 times 6 gives us 12. Now we need to take 9 into 18, so multiply it by 2, multiply 4 by 2, and you get 8. So we're going to have 18 as our denominator. Now we need to add 8 plus 12, which is 20, and 25. See, an improper fraction. Can we leave it as an improper fraction? No, but this simply means 25 divided by 18. 18 will go into 25 one time. Multiply back, you get 18. Now subtract. You're going to get 7. And you're going to have 1 and 7/18. That's your final answer. All right, so if you came 1, we've got 1 and 7/18. Fantastic. If not, keep practicing. It's okay. So, all right, here we also had 10 and 1/9, subtracting 3 and 8/9. Well, we can subtract the fractions because we have the common denominator. However, if we look closely, we can't take 8 from 1. So we're going to use our borrowing skills, making something equivalent to 10, which would be 9 plus 1. So we're going to go 9, and our plus 1 is going to be 9/9, because 9 is our denominator. Now we're going to take the 9/9 and add it to our 1/9, and we get 10/9. Now we can subtract 8 from 10, and that gives us 2/9. And then 9 minus 3 is 6. So if you got 6 and 2/9, absolutely fantastic. Again, it's okay if you make a mistake. We're here to help you work on your skills that you know, and also increase your knowledge and give you new skills. All right, so let's multiply some fractions. All right, so we've again done addition and subtraction. With addition and subtraction, we have to have the common denominator. But now we're going to do some multiplying of fractions. All right, so we have 3/8, and we're going to multiply it by 5/7. The nice thing about multiplication is you don't have to worry about having common denominators. Multiplication, you're going to multiply straight across. We're going to multiply 3 times 5 gives you 15. We're going to multiply 8 times 7 gives us 56. Now 56 is in its lowest terms. We'll get to learning how to do that in a shortcut with multiplication. But we do want to make sure our answer is in lowest terms. So we have 15/56. All right, let's do another one. If we had 2/5 and we wanted to multiply by 4/9. Again, with multiplication, we can go straight across. 2 times 4 is 8, and 5 times 9 is 45. And you would get 8/45. All right, now let me show you something to help you to make sure things are in lowest terms. Let's say we want to do 3/8 times 4/9. Now we can do this one of two ways. We can multiply straight across. 3 times 4 is 12, and 8 times 9 is 72. But 12/72s are both even numbers, so we would have to reduce those. All right, let me show you something called cancellation. I can look at this and this number, the 3 and the 9, and see if they have a common factor. Okay, the common factor would be 3. So let's divide 3 by 3. We get 1. Let's divide 9 by 3. We get 3. Now I can look at these opposite numbers, 4 and 8. We can reduce by 2, but we could also reduce by 4. So 4 goes into 4 one time, and 4 goes into 8. Sorry about that. 4 goes into 8 two times. Now let's multiply across. 1 times 1 and 2 times 3. 6. Now I can get 12/72. Remember I told you it has an even number, so we could do it by factor it out by 2. But it also has a factor of 12. If you divide 12 by 12, you get 1. If you divide 72 by 12, you get 6. So you can multiply straight across and get large fractions and try to reduce, or you can look for common factors. Again, factors go into the factory. They make the machine. They make the number. All right, let's do 8/9 times 3/16 with cancellation. All right, so we're going to look at the 8 and the 16. The common factor is we have a common factor of 2, we have a common factor of 4, and we have a common factor of 8. So let's reduce by 8. 8 goes into 8 one time. 8 goes into 16 two times. Now I look at the 3 and the 9. I have a common factor of 3. So 3 goes into 3 one time. 3 goes into 9 3 times. Now multiply across. 1 times 1 is 1. 3 times 2 is 6. My answer is 1/6. But now you're asking, what if I have a fraction times a whole number? All right, a fraction times a whole number. So we have 6, that's a whole number, times 3/4. That's our fraction. What I have to do is I have to take my whole number and make it an improper fraction by simply putting my fraction bar and putting a 1, because that reads 6 divided by 1, and now my numerator is larger than my denominator. So now I rewrite it 6/1 times 3/4. Again, I can multiply this out straight across, and I would get 18/4, or I can use some cancellation here, and that would be 18 divided by 4, and 4 goes into 18. How many times? Let's see, 4 times gives me 16, gives me 4 and 2/4, which would be 4 1/2. Or let's see what happens here. Let's cancel out this 4 right here, and that 4 goes into by 2, but let's say 2 times. This 2 goes into 6 3 times. Now I have 9/2. All right, so 9 divided by 2. 2 goes into 9 4 times. That gives me 8. That gives me 4 1/2, which is what I got if I multiplied straight across. Again, if you cancel things out, it takes an extra step to cancel, but it makes finding the answer in lowest terms much easier. All right, let's try another one. A fraction times a whole number. Now again, I need a fraction times a fraction, so I have to take this whole number and make it into an improper fraction, and I need to do that by putting it over 1. All right, so if you wanted to rewrite it, 4/9 times 12/1. Now, I can again look for common factors. 1 and 4, it's already in lowest factors, no common factors, already lowest. How about 9 and 12? There is a common factor. That common factor is 3. 3 goes into 9 3 times. 3 goes into 12 4 times. So now I have 4 times 4, 16. 3 times 1 is 3. That's an improper fraction. Don't leave your answers as improper fractions. All right, so that's 16 divided by 3. 3 times 5 is 15. So let's do that. Subtract, and I get 5 and 1/3. All right, so that's a fraction times a whole number. What if I have a fraction times a mixed number? All right, a fraction is 1/2 times 1 3/4, a mixed number. Oh, you remember us taking mixed numbers and making them improper fractions? This is where you need to do it. All right, so let's rewrite 1/2 to 1/2. Now we have to change this to an improper fraction. Whole number times the denominator plus the numerator. So 1 times 4 is 4, plus 3 is 7, and I use 4 as my denominator. Now we simply have 1/2 times 7/4. Let's see if we have anything that we can cancel out. Can 2 and 7, any common factors? Nope. 1 and 4, any common factors? Nope. So 1 times 7 is 7, and 2 times 4 is 8. You would get 7/8. So we take a whole number to make it an improper fraction by putting it over 1. We take mixed numbers to make them into improper fractions. We take the whole number times the denominator plus the numerator. All right, let's do another one. Let's say we have 3 and 2/9. That's our mixed number. And we're going to multiply it by 9/10. Mixed number, fraction. So we know our fraction will stay 9/10. Let's change this to our mixed number, or to our mixed number into an improper fraction. Whole number 3 times 9 is 27, plus 2 is 29 over 2. Right? 27 plus 2 is 29 over 2. Now I have to see if I have anything that is common. All right? I don't have anything common here. I don't have anything common there. So now I am going to have to do 29 times 9. 9 times 9 is 81. This is 18 plus 8. So it's okay if you have to write it over here to the side. 8 plus 8 is 16. So that'd be 26. So that's 261. And 2 times 10 is 20. It's definitely an improper fraction, right? All right. So let's do 261 divided by 20. 20 can go into 26 one time. Now I'm going to get 6. I'm going to bring down my 1. 20 can go into 61 3 times. 3 times 20 is 60. That gives me a remainder of 1. And my divisor is 20, or my dividend. My divisor is 20, so it becomes my denominator. So I get 13 and 1/20. Now I'm going to show you one more, and that's a mixed number times a mixed number. Well, see, we're multiplying fractions, Mrs. French. We are. So again, we're taking the mixed numbers, making them improper fractions. So let's try 2 and 1/9 times 1 and 2/19. All right, first we're going to change this one. 2 times 9 plus 1 gives us 19 over 9, because 2 times 9 is 18 plus 1. Bring your multiplication sign down. Here you have 1 times 19. So 19 plus 2 is 21 over 19. All right, so let's see. We can take 19 and 19. Well, we can divide by 19. So let's cancel it by 19. 19 goes into 19 one time. My marker's going dead here. 19 goes into 19 one time. 19 goes into 19 one time. Now 9 and 21 have a common factor of 3. So let's divide 9 by 3. Gives us 3. Let's divide 21 by 3. Gives us 7. So now 1 times 7 is 7. 3 times 1 is 3. So 7/3. So 7 divided by 3. 3 goes into 7 2 times. 2 times 3 is 6. Subtract. My remainder is going to be my numerator. My divisor is going to be my denominator. 2 and 1/3. So multiplying fractions, we can multiply straight across and reduce our answer, or we can use cancellation and help find the common factors to help reduce and make our answer in lowest terms. Now, again, it's summer, and I know summer is fun, but schools are right around the corner. July 4th is coming up this weekend, and I hope you have a wonderful, fantastic day. Like, share, and subscribe.